I'm going to show you blockposters.com. It's a great website to take an image that you've created and blow it up to multiple prints of paper. That way you can work on your iPad or work in your sketchbook and develop an idea. And when you've really refined it, you can take that idea and automatically transfer it to a canvas without having to redraw it. So that's what I really love about blockposters.com is you can start to blow up your pictures to an endless amount of sizes. So this is how it is. You go to blockposters with an S.com. When you get to this place, you can upload an image right here. When I click upload image, it will show me some different images here. I'm going to choose, so I have two pictures here. I'm going to show you one won't open, okay? Your picture needs to be a JPEG file. So when you save your pictures, just make sure you save it as a JPEG. So I resaved this picture as the picture one of my students wants to practice painting. And so you can see that the picture shows up. These little guides here show you how many pieces of paper will be used to create this. So this is where you got to kind of move things around, mess with it. So you've got the options of portrait and landscape, and you can see maybe I want it to be in 2 pages wide. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 8.5 by 11 pieces of copy paper. So think about it like that. You can even take paper in front of you, from the printer and just think, okay, how many pieces do I need to use the amount of space on my canvas? So for this picture, maybe I want to do something that's more like a 9 by 12 painting, or something a little bit bigger around that size, whatever. I can say, okay, let me do it with a landscape. Now that's a lot. So if I can go 1 page wide, but also landscape, that gives me 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 paper. And that looks like it'll really work for the size canvas that I'm trying to transfer the image to. So you just click I agree to the terms and conditions, and then it will create your poster. You download it, and it's really nice because it will open up. And I'm going to show you how that looks when it opens up. Once you click download poster, it will open up a PDF that shows you a little key thumbnail of what it looks like to be printed, and then you'll get the full page 8.5 by 11 photos that then you can transfer to your canvas. So when I am doing this kind of oil painting, I have paint all over the canvas. This is just like an underpainting to create an underneath tone. So think about the colors that you're using, put something flat onto your canvas. I do this with acrylic paint, and then I work oil on top of it. Okay, so sometimes I sketch out what it is that I want to paint on a separate piece of paper, and I have that piece of paper be the same size as the canvas that I'm working at, so that I can transfer it on there. I can make all my mistakes on the paper and then transfer the image onto the good canvas when it's ready. Another thing you could do is, let's say I'm doing this center face, but I'm going to really abstract everything around it. You can also do that by printing out a photo. So if you work digitally, maybe you work with photography or graphic design, you can print out a photo and then transfer it. There's a couple things you can do to transfer an image. Number 1 is to use graphite paper, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you can use something called graphite paper or carbon paper like this, and the dark side goes down. They also sell it in white, so if you have like a black background and you transfer it in white, you can do it that way. If you don't have something like carbon paper or graphite paper and you want to transfer an image, you're working from home, you can easily, like, say this is the drawing that I want. I can take this behind, oh, I started transferring. That's gonna make a mark. I can cover the entire back with graphite from my pencil, or I can use a pastel or a charcoal and cover the entire back with it. And then I can turn it back around and go ahead and trace. I am going to use this carbon paper method. So I can erase some of those marks I just made accidentally. So basically wherever I add pressure, this image is going to transfer. So I'm just gonna do this really fast here. All right, then you've got the basic outline and you can just really focus on the paint technique that you're using. These are some shortcuts to get you further along faster.